All right, y'all. So we are back with another edition of Crime Stoppers. All right. So earlier, look, we talked about this whole situation with Porsha Williams. I wanted to know what happened, what went down, and why was nobody filming this? Now, first of all, let me say this. Like, I'm kind of glad nobody was filming it because I feel like sometimes we live in this day and age where it's like, is everything got to be filmed? But because I'm nosy, I also did want to know why it was filmed. So why? Well, I wanted to know why it wasn't filmed, and I wanted to know what happened. So we earlier talked about how Porsha Williams was escorted off of a Delta flight, by the Popo or by security, whomever they were in charge, right? And that the FBI was looking into this. That was the headlines from TMZ. And so now we know what's up, right? We now know what a go on. And this is good to know because we gonna get into some things about how Porsha Williams is breaking her silence and saying that she was verbally assaulted by an unhinged passenger, y'all, per her lawyer. All right. And the lawyer says she is cooperating with law enforcement to whatever extent necessary and remains confident that the passenger will be charged. This also explains the reason why she could get off the plane and flip that hair in the way that she did. Go naked, go naked, go to the naked. All right. So let's get into what they had to say. All right, so this is coming to us from I don't know if this is people and TM to the Z. All right. So she was seen being escorted off of a Delta Airlines flight in Las Vegas um airport, and TMZ reported that the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Atlanta was investigating the incident. I'm guessing she was getting off the flight because this is the way it's written is kind of weird. But anyway, let's go on. Her lawyer tells people that she exited the aircraft after she was verbally assaulted by an irate and unhinged passenger without provocation. The passenger then proceeded to make false allegations that were in direct conflict with observations from several eyewitnesses. As with any incident occurring aboard an aircraft, federal authorities are required to conduct an investigation involving all parties to determine what, if any, offenses occurred. Her lawyer adds that she has every intention of cooperating with law enforcement to whatever extent necessary and remains confident that the passenger will be charged. And as you can see here, she is seen getting off of that flight. Go naked, go naked, go naked. All smiles and looking good. I want to know what this person did. I mean, was it some rowdy like fan? Like what happened? Like was somebody like upset? Because here's the thing. There are a lot of people. Okay, I have been one of these people before, but I have since kind of come to a different space in my journey with this. Is that some people are really, really invested in the characters on the show, right? And well, for me, what I've kind of learned is that there's a bit of a differentiation between who a person may be on the show and what that person is really like in real life, right? So there are some people who may be exactly like how they are on the show, right? And there may be some people who are a bit of an exaggerated version of who they are on the show. Um, but at the end of the day, when we're talking about the people's actions on the show, I like to kind of leave my critiques to that, right? I don't necessarily always like what somebody does, and the criticism can actually sound relatively harsh because when we're watching a season, if I have to keep talking about said incidents over and over and over again every week, you may think that I dislike that person because for 6 weeks I've had to criticize this particular act that is at the center of a controversy, and that is how it first started with one person's act or action, or if they repeatedly take the same actions, then we've got to repeatedly talk about it. And that criticism to some people can sound like hate, right? But we in the adult category know that that level of criticism is just that. It's criticism of an action, behavior. And I never make at this point in there are things that certain housewives do that I just kind of wish, like, girl, come on. Like, if like, I'm always giving it to Robin, but it's only because I think that Robin could be so much more, right? And I think in her real life she probably is, but on the show this is how she came across, so we critique that. And I think that is the distinction. And again, early in my earlier days doing this, yeah, I think I was a little bit more lit with it. But now, I mean, you settle into this and you start running into these people and you just kind of get older in life and you just kind of realize this is a show, man. So I say all that to say that I wonder if it was somebody who fit into that category of like, she did this and she's the reason this happened and we don't like her because she came after this and this person like that. And I just want to say to the people, like, y'all, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just enjoy the show for what it is. If you run into that person in real life, and guess what? If you don't like that person, guess what? You do not want to be put on the do not fly list. Okay, it is not worth it, y'all. It is not worth it to be sitting up here trying to have some type of argumentation. And another thing is this: there are some people out there that will try to incite things because they know it will get them attention. Now, I'm not saying that was a situation in this, because listen, the person could have legitimately had a reason for, like, girl, you stepped on my foot and you rolled your luggage over my open toe sandal. And now I'm sitting here with a effed up toe because of you and your clumsy luggage. But I'm just trying to say that we don't know what it was, but don't be that person, y'all. Don't be that person. In other news, let's talk about Kim Zolciak. All right. Okay, so Kim is giving all types of tea. She revealed that the final straw in her marriage was Kroy cheating, and she also admitted that her current man is married, and so is she, because Kroy will never give her a divorce.
I'm happy as hell. Okay. I'm so happy. I moved into my new house. I'm at peace. My kids are great and healthy. There's a new guy. He's great.
There are headlines that this man is a married man. You want to shut that down?
I'm sorry. I'm legally married, and so is he. So he's been going through a divorce for years as well.
These Nene gifts are cracking me up. Is your wig squeezing your brain too tight?
So I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to wait until I'm legally divorced, which I don't think Kroy will ever give me a divorce.
What was the final straw for you that you said, I gotta start over and get out of this thing?
He cheated.
Okay.
So
we got some Bravo.
Ooh. Did we know that, or what was that always an allegation, or or not? I mean, she makes more.
I think what's really funny, guys, is that I spent all of my soon-to-be ex-husband's money. He didn't work for 9 years, guys.
Ooh.
I provided for my entire family. Period.
I mean, is doing the reality TV show the work that she's talking about? Because was he also not working then too? Or was it only work because she's the name? Or was she the only person that was actually on the contract and maybe the agreement was that they would split the proceeds? I mean, I'm just kind of curious. On Don't Be Tardy, like, I just don't know what the contract stated.
Divorce, on and off divorce with Kroy. It stayed in the headlines. Where do you and Kroy stand today?
I mean, it's just impossible. I just don't understand, like, what is happening. It's just.
She don't know why it's taking so long for them to get divorced. We don't know why it's taking so long for them to get divorced. Will they ever get a divorce? Do you care? I mean, listen. At the end of the day, for me, I want the people to be happy, right? So whatever's going to make you happy, if it will make you happier to be with your still married man, then absolutely go ahead. Because don't affect me one way or the other. But in terms of just the general, you are a reality TV show still associated with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and at the Bravo Con, I felt like we would give you guys an update, right? And when I say I don't really care one way or another, it's really not about Kim's value in my mind. It is just really about, girl, how long is this going to take? And clearly she is in the same sentiment, like, how long is this really going to take? So I guess we're also all going to be wondering into 2026, how long is this going to take? Meanwhile, that has not stopped Kim, because Kim is also dating someone who is in a situation where it's like, how long is this going to take? And I guess they're going to keep dating for however long this whole situation takes. And so that is the moral of the story. No matter how long it takes, still go and get your life. With that being said, y'all, make sure you guys follow along. And I wanted to give you guys that update real quick. I hesitated to do another story in this day when I do have some other things that I need to do. But I did want to clear up that situation with the whole Porsha situation, because it did occur earlier. And I wanted to make sure I got you guys the update as quickly as possible because I didn't want to just leave that situation hanging out there. Lest someone say, oh, you just ate Porsha. And I'm like, that's crazy to me. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about these stories and more and comment down below. And I will catch you, of course, in the next video.